G'day everyone and welcome to another episode of Bushcraft and Camping Adventures. My name's Craig and this is a very special day. Today we're around Monaghan's, not far from my other shelter, and we're going to start a bit of a project. I've got about 7 hours till the sun goes down, so over the next 7 hours I'm going to build the biggest project I've ever attempted. It's going to be about 18 foot by 13 feet. It's going to be a dual bed structure and this will only be the start. I'm so excited where this build's going to go. It's got that big game kind of feel today. We're here to build, we're here to work our butt off, and I'm so excited it's kind of embarrassing. Up until now the channel's been all about camping and one lousy bushcraft shelter which I built, ages ago now. And I think it's time that I upgrade it, that I set a new benchmark, so to speak. This is a big one. I really hope you watch the whole thing. Wait till the end to see what I achieve, or don't. So let's do this. Hold on tight, here we go. Okay, well this is the site. There's a slight lean, which is not a problem because I'm not going to be sleeping on the floor. Somewhere here, this is going to be one hell of an almighty before shot. Somewhere here is going to be my new beautiful home away from home, my structure that I've always dreamt about building, if I'm to be completely honest. There's a bag there. There's a story behind it. I'll explain it later. So there's only one thing left to do. Let's drop bags, pick up the gloves, pick up the axe, pick up the saw, start knocking down this dead wood. I got a big job and it's time to get on with it. Let's hope I can pull this off. That was an important one. Glad we got that. So during the week, I've been planning this build for quite a while. I've been thinking about it for weeks. Just trying to wait for that moment to hit me as to what shape and what form the actual build will take. And it took me a good couple of weeks to actually come up with an idea. I went through all of them in my head. Ones that would suit what I want to do here, ones that wouldn't. Ones that are easier and harder, ones that'll give better support, ones that won't. And the design I've settled on, well, I've sketched it up through the week, mainly to get the measurements and test out if everything will work. And to be honest, in the sketching, came across 3 or 4 flaws in it that would have been fatal. So that was a really worthwhile process. Oh, stubborn little see, this is that's a strong fork right there. So it's going to take the weight of a lot. That's not going to split off too easily. Lovely, lovely. That is exciting. time to take pause for a minute. I've cut a lot of wood and it's time to start laying out the foundations, which means clearing up all the scrub on the floor, getting rid of all of it, which is going to be a big job because it's deep. And it's going to be building the foundation hole for the Y-beam that's going to take most of the weight of this structure. I think Mother Nature just solved the problem for us with a mycelium. Rotted out. Some kind of mycelium, some kind of mushroom. I think that's our hole. How good's that? Oh, good God, that is perfect. So this is basically it. I think I need to work on the angles. This is still too steep, which means we're going to have to drive that a little deeper. We have to push these out a little bit, I think. So we'll work on that. This needs to be, that's right. This really needs to be out to about there. The angles definitely need to be worked with. But this is the shelter, how it's going to lie out. I wouldn't normally recommend sticking your hand in holes in the middle of the Australian bush. It's like sticking your hand in a frickin' lion's mouth. Nervous as you know what doing this. It's actually really stupid. The angles are pretty much where we want them now. We've got a perfect triangle happening. Alright, so the floor has started to be clean. It's starting to take shape now. I'm getting pretty excited. The next step now is to build the beds. I'm undecided how high I'm getting them off the floor. Obviously I need to level the floor out still. We're looking good. This has taken us about 2 hours so far. So far so good. Bobby's back. That bird, man. Leave no trace. Bobby's whole family's here, man. It's the turned up turf. It's why you come out here. Birds, you're welcome anytime. Holy crap, holy. It's a great success. So I spent the last couple of hours cutting up lengths, and now it's time to chuck it on the actual frame. We're going to need a lot more wood, and the odds of me finishing the entire structure tonight are 0. We've got about 2 hours of functional time left. We've got about 3 hours till night. The sun sets at about, 5:45, 6 o'clock. It's pushing 3 o'clock now, and so there's no way we're going to finish the whole structure today, but maybe that's a job for tomorrow. At the moment, this is where we stand. And it's time to get up that first raft of beams. Feels like halfway, to be honest, of this side. Oh man. Wow. Victory is ours. Well, I'm somewhat proud. Built that in 5 hours. So I wouldn't want it to take much longer because the sun's going down. I need to get fires and things ready. But that is, let's have a look. Now the only major issue I have is that the bed is it's rough, and I don't know if I want to put my sleep pad directly down on it. There's not much in the environment here that I can actually cushion it with. I don't want to put my tarp down in case I rip my tarp. I'm not sure what I'll do with that one. Yeah, fire pit's ready to go. It's not really a pit, it's more a rock in the ground. Because, you know, roots and stuff. It's time to relax, man. I'll tell you what, through the week, after I'd come up with this design, I was brainstorming it and drawing it out as I showed you. And I was trying to work out the actual height of this beam here. Oh, it's here. I was trying to work out the height of this. And the maths was doing my head in so much, I actually asked my students to help. And at one point I had, up on the board, I had this drawn out with the other half here, of course. Remember, this is only half of it. And I was asking the kids if they could work with their trigonometry and their Pythagoras' theorem to try and work out the lengths of all the things. Mr. 6 foot, you know who you are, thought he answered it in 1 second. You didn't. Look, 6.5 foot. I actually went to the math staff room as well, high math staff room, and I utilised the mathematical genius that is abound in the math staff room. And after putting it up on their whiteboard and furiously working away at it, the advice I finally got was, you're going to be out in the bush, so just measure it when you're there. Thanks, math staff room. So this was a team effort to work out the dimensions to this, and I'm really happy with the results. So go team, yay my school. The bad news is now I've got to go around and get firewood, which is a job in itself. I'm absolutely ready to sit and listen to music and eat. Oh, let me tell you about eat. Remember my last trip? I forgot my shoes. Guess what I forgot? I forgot my food. I forgot my food. I had the best food. I had creamy potato. It was my in-laws, my mother and father-in-law's 40th wedding anniversary last night. And there was creamy potato with cheese on top. Hi Amanda, you cooked it excellent. And I was so looking forward to heating it up, and it's still at home sitting on the ironing board with my whole esky. So I had to go to the servo. For those that don't know what that is, that's the service station, that's the petrol station, that's the gas station. And I had to go and buy gas station food, and so I've got like sugar and carbs and then lots of eggs and fruit. So it's not ideal, let's be honest. I got some wood here, so I might just, there's wood everywhere. The problem is I don't have big wood. I got a couple of logs of big wood that way, and that's it, but I need food. I haven't eaten since breakfast and that pear. This is what it feels like to be hungry. I wonder if I could do those shows where I'm actually starving. I don't think I could. But then when you have to, you're in a different frame of mind. Oh, I bought a sweet potato. Forgot about that. Oh, look. Bobbi fam, Bobbi fam. Here's the bird, here's the Bobbi man. There's Bobbi woman, there's a Bobbi woman and the Bobbi man. They've been catching worms all day because I moved the dirt away. They've been catching worms all day. The Bobbi fam, they're my favourite birds, they am. God damn, look how white my arms are. I'm having second thoughts about sleeping out here. Seen a few funnel webs about, and just with my sleeping bag, no sleeping pad and nothing else, it just kind of feels like I'm a little too exposed. Those little bastards will crawl inside my sleeping bag, man, and then it's game over. Might just get out the tent, christen this whole shelter when it's properly finished. Well, then the funnel webs will have had a chance to relocate. As much as I would love to sleep in here, like I'm kind of getting a bit sick of sleeping in tents, to be honest. It's getting a bit boring. But I kind of like that living thing, you know? seeing your kids grow up and all that. This shelter feels so good to be in, man. Just knowing that I actually got it. I mean, it's only half done, but I think I just underestimated the amount of work required. So I might set up my tent now. I'm going to quickly throw it up now, I think. Which is a shame because, man, I spent so much time on this. But again, next time, they won't be crawling around. They'll be in their homes. They won't want any part of me. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching. It's been a bit of an episode, eh? Easily my best build already, and more of it to come. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of this build, so very exciting. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you tune in for part 2. Plenty of camp and good times there coming up. And I look forward to that, like I look forward to seeing you again. So until next time, take it easy. See ya.